The only thing extraordinary about superheroes is how less ordinary we become. Superhero, a fictional figure of supernatural ability. Father, a man who's begotten a child. Fathers Anonymous, a character of realistic attributes who stores his troops unguarded, unwarranted, off the coast of enchanting hills where spills only half the experiment. The moans of your past still haunt your decisions. This is a place where passion was obliterated in the seconds of exhaustion. Once the sweat pauses, jeans get put back on, zippers reach the top, buttons folded in slots, and the ever so glamorous goal at 10 p.m. is not a 12 a.m. mistress, soon to be creator, soon to be God, who is yet to be summoned, left carrying superheroes in her womb. Imagine men sitting in circles, admitting their talents in procreation alongside the deficiencies in raising. The bar sits as high as we set it, or as low as we perceive it. Salvation for the walkouts. Once in every 5-year phone calls, doors that never seem to knock are never fully guaranteed. Sometimes we need to be led blindly. Footprints only last until the rain clears it up, if only memories faded as quick. I now stand in shoes others never tied. Applied in simple mathematics, absence will always equal zero. But the product of nothing can still amount to something. Usher may have learned to move mountains, but we learn to run through them, prove them wrong, make the adaptations to perfect this song. We can be superheroes of the rarest kind. We can be the father's, daddy's dad, pops. We can be the Che Guevara's, the Fred Hamptons, the voice in Compton that put a tennis racket in Serena's hand. That brought Ice Cube all the way from a boy in the hood to State of the Union. The guiding force that the boroughs barely had, where the hustlers and dealers once paid the paths. Elementary school dreams are never Hollywood bound, so we turned to making money on the Ave. Like chickens with no heads, our directions had no logic. The grass never felt green, and homes were usually over dead in apartments where the garbage bags of faces of men who never parked their asses. Olympian potential when it came out to running out in the masses. You see, it's never easy to watch a woman break her back or doubt her self-worth. And when I get questioned why I'm so sensitive, or I put so much emphasis in being exceptional in raising my daughter, I want to tell them the taste of tears of every soul left abandoned. Every black man in the corner who uses nigger as a term of endearment. Every Latino who encourages the stereotypes by acting ignorant. Every mocha, caramel, white almond lady in the heavens who has to prance in her underwear just to pay for college. And ask them not to be so farsighted and understand it's also where we started. There's only one set of hands lays on the bricks for a foundation that two was supposed to promise. And the arrival, what should be an immaculate addition, becomes forgotten. How many superheroes will be walking blindly? Because here we have no capes, no magic acts to escape, no supernatural abilities, all the luxuries that make us uniquely distinct. Because every time you blink, another child is made. And every time you blink, another child is born. And every time you think about taking them genes off, you better understand the responsibility that comes when those genes go back on. Because even superheroes have their own limitations. And the longer we fall victim to the same imitations of our predecessors, we stand stagnant, rooted in the deepest pain imaginable, where we have the power to create angels but desecrate their wings. Where once lied halos, now lies question marks. How many generations of ring around the rosy till it finally stops. 30 years later, an X still hits the spot. So when my daughter looks for a superhero, she would never have to look far to see I always have been and always will be right by her side. The only thing extraordinary about superheroes is how less ordinary we've become. Thank you, Abka. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the energy. I appreciate it.
Give it up for Frankie Soto. Come on, let him feel the love. Come on. And here's a little tip for you. When you bring a poet like Frankie onto your campus, poets live and breathe one thing: poetry. Okay? So take these people, not just on stage, take them off stage into your classroom. Think of the poets on your campus, the English majors that would love to speak and work with an actual working poet. Have a poet like Frankie Soto come on your campus and actually do a master class with your students. How awesome would that be? Yeah. Take advantage of these folks while they're on your campus and use them. That's why they're there.